What's good, YouTube? I know y'all can't see my face, but it's all good, but you can hear me. Alright, so on my last video, I said I was gonna do my 6-month review of my 2017 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. If you watch my other videos, you know that I bought the car from Steve White Motors in Hickory, North Carolina. I traded in the vehicle. I got a bunch of rebates, and I got like another grand or $2,000 off for having USA. So MSRP I think was 41, 43, shit, I can't remember. But before taxes, the car got down to $28,000. And then with the North Carolina taxes added onto it, it came out a little over 31 out the door for the car. So that was back in April. So with that being said, I'll just get on to my my thoughts of the car so far. So far, I love the car. The performance is good. The looks, you know what I mean? I think more than anything, it's the color. The color of the car does it, you know. Well, maybe I'm gonna hold it like this. I'm on post. I'm at Fort Knox right now, driving around, so that's why I'm not gonna hold the phone. I'll leave it right there, whatever. All right, so yeah, the color of the car is perfect. And a big shout out to Jerry Sherrill at Steve White Motors, because I actually ordered a black one, and when I actually talked to Jerry, he was like, "Yeah, I got your Destroyer Gray Charger Scat Pack already ready. It's on the way. It's on the truck." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, Destroyer Gray?" I'm like, "I ordered a black one." But he was like, "Hey, I got one Destroyer Gray Charger on the whole truck. Do you want that one?" So of course I was like, hell yeah, let me get that. I'm so glad that Jerry offered this one to me. I've never had a car like this before. I had a Toyota Tacoma. My very first car in high school was a 1990 Geo Storm that my aunt, oh shit, I went the wrong way. That my aunt gave me, you know what I'm saying? Because my aunt was in the Air Force. She was down in Biloxi, Mississippi. She bought another car, and she gave me that car. So I started high school in '97. So you know what I mean. So I really didn't care. I had a car, and I loved that car. I had a system in it and everything. But anyway. I still got my 2001 Lincoln Navigator. I love it. I love that Navigator. It's been with me through thick and thin. I can't really complain about it, but I will complain about that Navigator. When I first got it, after that first year of ownership, it was a headache. I went through hell with that truck. Like anything that could possibly go wrong with that truck, it happened. And at the time I was so anxious to get a vehicle. I ended up getting that Navi because I wanted something different. But anyway, we're not talking about my Navi, we're talking about the Scat Pack. Alright, like I said, this car gets a lot of looks, man. A lot of looks. I mean, people are breaking their necks looking. And a lot of I don't even see Scat Packs or Hellcats riding around. Even when I take my road trips to North Carolina from Kentucky, I'll just say from Louisville to Greensboro, North Carolina, or if I go back home, you know what I'm saying, to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, I don't even see any Hellcats. I don't see any 390. I don't see any Daytonas, no Scat Packs. I don't see anything. And then on top of that, I don't even see one in this color. So whether if I drive to like Walmart or something, people would just be like staring. I'll get the thumbs up, or people will be like, "Hey man, is that a Hellcat?" First off, I'm thinking like, where on my car does it say Hellcat? But anyway, all right, whatever. But I let them know like, nah, it's a Scat Pack. So I basically tell them it's a Hellcat. In simple terms, it's a Hellcat without the supercharger on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best simple logical answer I could give people. So people think it's a Hellcat because I left the yellow guards on the front, but I left the guards up there because I think it makes it look good. My brother told me not to mess with it, so I didn't. But I mean, I love the car, man. And another thing too, this car is super, super, super intimidating to people for some odd reason. If I'm just driving to, even if I'm driving to work on a weekday early in the morning, it's people. It could be a Honda Civic, a Ford Focus, man. It could be an old Bonneville. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? People will get beside me, rev their engines, and just try to bait me into like a race, and they'll punch it and me going up the road. I'm like, what? Matter of fact, my last road trip to North Carolina, this 2010 Chevy Cobalt was like giving it all he had, trying to race me on the interstate. I mean, I heard his little engine like revving, going crazy and all that, and then I'm barely pressing the gas. You could tell he's clearly flooring it, and I'm still keeping up with him. You know what I'm saying? So I let him get a little lead, and I just hit it one good time, and I'm blowing past him. So in simple terms, I cut his nuts off, handed it to him, cut his nuts off again, and handed it back to him again. So basically the car, that's why I said this car is like super, super intimidating, but I don't mind it. And the only real complaint I have about the car, really, 2 complaints, I guess, 2 or 3. I'm gonna just say, I'll just go off. All right, so the first complaint I have about the car is the Uconnect. The Uconnect was acting a little suspect. I didn't take it to the dealer. Like as soon as I was about to just say, you know what, I'm taking this thing to the dealership, it started acting right again. I didn't have any issues out of it. I kept rebooting it, like pressing up in the top right corner, holding it down. I can't remember how many seconds, but I'll reboot it that way. Haven't had any issues out of it since. Then the other issue is trying to figure out why. I get it, but I'm trying to figure out why Dodge would make this much of a powerful sedan. I mean, you make this super, super engine, super powerful muscle car, traditional muscle car, but you only put 245s stock wheels on a Scat Pack. So it kind of like, but the reason why I said I get it is because they're kind of like, let's just we'll slap these 245s on it. They'll probably, whoever has this car, probably upgrade the tires again later, or eventually, or however. Or they could be thinking like, hey, somebody gets this car, they're either going to take it to the track and they're going to have to upgrade the tires anyway, or they're going to keep it in the garage, so it's no need to upgrade the tires. So, but that's why I said I get it. Then I guess the third thing I'm kind of iffy about is like, this transmission is dope. It's super dope. I just have default mode and sport mode, of course. But the only thing is, when I'm in regular mode, like right now, let's say in the morning, I start the car up before I head to work. When I hop in, I pull out on the road, and when I take off, it's like first gear is kind of like, not in manual, it's in automatic. It's like that first gear is kind of like iffy, almost like it's trying to wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But then after it gets going, I don't really get that issue. But the rear end is kind of feeling funny. Maybe it's because the gears are always shifting and stuff. I think that could be it. The gears shift so much, like randomly going up and going down, upshifting and downshifting all on its own. It's kind of like, it makes it feel like something is going on, like something is wrong. I would say something is wrong with like the rear end, or if the transmission has an issue. But I'm not 100% on that, but it's definitely acting a little suspect more when I try to do my 0 to 60s from a dead standstill. You know, when I do the countdown with lights coming down from red to green, the transmission is kind of like the rear. I don't want to say the transmission. I'll just say the rear end. The rear end, it's like when I hit it, it's like it goes, but it's like a clunky sound in the back. It's kind of weird, man. And I think I'm about ready to. I should have did it this weekend, but I think I'm gonna wait until next weekend. I'm gonna take it to the Dodge dealership and see if they can find anything. You know, just to be on the safe side. Because if it is in fact an issue, I'll rather get it checked out now than wait until it gets worse. So, you know, I guess that's just what it is. But outside of that, for this car to be as powerful as it is, it has really, I'm jumping subjects now. So as powerful as this car is, it has like really good gas mileage on the highway. Even in city, you know, driving from like that stop and go from my house. I'm a government contractor, you know what I'm saying? So my job is only 10, 12, maybe 12 minutes at the most away from my house. So that stop and go, I probably can get between 18 to 20 miles to the gallon going city. But when I'm on the highway, I mean, I can get between 28. I've hit 34. I was stuck at 34 for a while on my trip to North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? So I really can't complain. I won't complain because my navigator, I call it the tank. My tank, at best, will get about 13 miles to the gallon. Yeah, this freaking idiots over there trying to drive. Gotta get out of their way. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, my navigator, at best, I could get 13 miles to the gallon on the highway. Regular city driving, 10, 11 miles to the gallon. So, me coming to this 392, this Charger Scat Pack, that at its worst will do say 15 miles to the gallon. That's still better than my navigator. You know what I'm saying? So I won't complain too much because as some of you know, I got the mid muffler delete, man, and the sound of the engine is stupid addicting. So it's kind of like I'm a magnet for like Camaros, Corvettes, Mustangs. I like all those cars, you know what I'm saying? I like all those cars. It's just that I'm finally in a vehicle that if one creeps up on me on the highway, I can actually give it some competition. You know what I'm saying? Because I never had a vehicle where I could match someone, you know, trying to get on it and stuff. But man, with that being said, man, I love the car. I love the car. And then I won't front. RP Productions was probably the first. RP Productions was probably the first guy I found on YouTube that was like, this is like, I didn't even see RP Productions when he had his black Charger, Dodge Charger. I only saw it when he first bought his Scat Pack, and I'm like, oh shit, like damn, this thing is nice. So I was studying his videos, and then I was coming across other people that had Hellcats, SRT Mush, HTX Scat. People, I'm naming people that had 392s and Hellcats, like I'm drawing a blank. MDG Collection, Brew Motors, Greg D, the Black Scat Pack. Man, it's so many. I always do this. I always draw a blank when I'm trying to name people. Oh yeah, Don Juan. Like, yeah, people like Don Juan, even Slim, Tall Guy Car Reviews. He was the first, well, not the first one, but he was like the first real, like, authentic person that wasn't trying to sound, what's the word? He kept it real. I guess that's the best way to say it. Like, he pulled no punches. Tall Guy Car Reviews, I'll just say Slim. Slim kept it real, man, on all his videos. He was just like, hey, I was just like y'all watching videos all night. You know what I'm saying? And damn, man, when I watched Slim's videos, man, this dude had like 20 subscribers or something, and I was one of them. And then it was like, in 3 weeks, the homie he's getting like 100,000 plus reviews or views on all of his videos. It's stupid. So I watched that homie's page like explode, man. It was crazy. Another guy I just thought of, is it FP 2000? And there's another guy, he got a Scat Pack, man, a Scat Pack Charger. He's funny as hell. Assassin, I think he goes by Assassin, and he has a black Charger Scat Pack, and he's all his videos is of his dash cam, and he's like laughing like the Joker or something, like just racing people on the highway, and it's dope. But I guess with all that being said, man, like I love the car. I really don't have anything else bad to say about it, and I can't really say a whole lot more. It's just, it's a dope car, man. It's loud when you want it to be, and aggressive when you really want it to be. So, and it's stupid. I mean, it's just stupid loud. It's obnoxious, and I love that. I love it. And then it's kind of like, even when I'm chilling, not in default mode, if I roll the windows down and turn my music off, the car still sounds mean. You know what I mean? Like, so sport mode opens up the active exhaust, yes, but at the same time, it's like, this thing sounds like a beast with it on or off. But yeah, I think the sound and the look of the car is probably like the two winning points of this car. And you know, the sound of the car is good when you can't even decide if you want to listen to your music or put the damn car in sport mode and roll the windows down just to hear the exhaust. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I have done that. I've had no music playing in here. Even when I couldn't roll the windows up, I turned my music off just to hear my exhaust, just to hit these paddle shifters, man. And, you know, just hear the exhaust. But I'm at a point now where I don't even know what to say. I think I got it all out, what I needed to say about the car. So if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Leave a comment below. You can thumbs up, thumbs down, however you want to do it. As some of you know, I make my own beats for my videos. I got thousands of beats, man. I've been making beats for a long time. And Brew Motors, he uses my beats. The Black Scat Pack, MDG Collections. It's some more guys. It's a few other people. I make beats for. I probably said it before. I used to make beats for CT Fletcher. CT Fletcher sells albums on YouTube, and it's basically him yelling and cussing on the mic, and it's just audio. And Psycho Drew would send me the audio clips, and I would chop them up and add my beats to them, and they'll sell that album on iTunes, and I will, you know, make a little bit of money off of it. And then I'm working with another guy, Miller Muscle. Miller Muscle is sponsored by Cali Muscle, and hopefully one day I can start making beats for Cali Muscle. Actually, I take that back. Cali Muscle actually started using some of my beats already on a past video. But Miller Muscle, you can search him as Miller Muscle. He definitely uses my. Yeah, that last clip cut off. I dropped the phone. But anyway, that's all I got, man. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Shoot me a like, dislike, comment. If you need beats for your videos, if you got car review videos, you need some music for it, shoot me an email or leave a message in the comments below, and we'll work something out. All right, I'm out.